A premier occasion in front of the nation. The Championship looking at its best, feeling at its best, it is sounding at its best. Coventry City closer to Premier League paradise. Another step on the road which is paved with gold. This city has every right to dream and believe that this time it could be them. Coventry City, a club which was broken, it was homeless, it was at war, but they refused to go under, and they are going to try and write the next chapter of one of the greatest revival tales of our time.
There is a house built out of stone, wooden floors, walls and windows set, tables and chairs worn by all elders. This is a place that I don't feel alone. This is a place that I call my home.
Everything he told me when he was signing me came true. We were going to be successful. He had these wonderful ideas that people call gimmicks, but they weren't. New training methods. He was a coach out of this world. He was a dream. Worked on weaknesses. A great deal of emotion in his work.
And he transformed it into a First Division stroke Premier League football club in 6 very short seasons. He was absolutely iconic within the city when he came, and the whole city changed, and everything that we see and have seen since 1961, an awful lot of it is down to Jimmy's pioneering great ideas.
We looked up to him and we respected so much, and I could get very emotional about the situation because I know what he's achieved for Bobby Gould. And that goes back a long way. What I'd like to thank him for is for what he done for Coventry City and for the city of Coventry, and what he did for myself and George Curtis when we won the cup. There was so much of Jimmy Hill attached to Coventry City in '87.
By the grace of his gate, I climb to the top. I Coventry to see. When a gust of wind came to blow me down, held on as tightly as you held on me, held on as tightly as you held on me.
Cup final, and Hatchet!
For me,
which may guarantee their Premier Division status.
My tea's gone cold, I'm wondering why I got out of bed at all. The morning rain clouds up my window, and I can't see it all. And even if I could, it'll all be great. Put your picture on my wall, it reminds me that it's not so bad.
Tommy Hutchison's got it.
Hunt! Oh, what a goal!
Another goal would surely seal their fate.
When you
Half
try
in. Now
your
Mercy.
best, but you don't succeed. When you
Tears
get
for the
what you
travelling
want,
supporters.
but not what
Coventry
you
City
need.
are relegated to the First Division.
When you feel so tired, but you can't sleep, stuck in rivers, and the tears come streaming down your face.
Coventry are going down. Goodbye.
When you lose something you can't replace, when you love someone but it goes to waste.
I've been walking in the same way as I do, and missing out the cracks in the pavement, and tutting my
Coventry City
heels,
called this place home
dragging my
for 106 years
Is
before
there
that final
anything
whistle
I can
at
do
their
for
championship
you?
game with Derby County
Is
in
there
April 2005.
anyone I
That
could
signalled
call?
an emotional end to an era and a move to a 32,000 all-seater super arena.
Ain't lost, just wondering.
The club's playing days at Highfield Road may be gone, but the memories of their famous old home will last forever. The ground saw its fair share of great goals, world-class stars, charismatic managers, and of course, plenty of drama.
To see everybody in short skirts, shorts and shades. I like it in the city when two worlds collide. You get the people and the government, everybody taking different sides. Shows that we ain't gonna stand shit, shows that we are united, shows that we ain't gonna take it.
Coventry City began a new era at their new stadium in the same way they left their old ground, with a thumping win, isn't it, to the road?
Yes, fantastic. It really couldn't have gone much better for the Sky Blues as they christened their new Ricoh Arena. Not only did they score 3 times at their new home, but 23,000 supporters watched the action without a hitch. Kevin Reid was there too.
It certainly was a day to celebrate. At last the Ricoh had opened its doors, with guest of honour a man who revolutionised the club, Jimmy Hill, leading the celebrations. The players soaked up a warm welcome from the fans and responded gratefully. Within 15 minutes, Klaus Jorgensen had the honour of being the first player to score at the Ricoh.
I couldn't really believe it. I thought, you're just really happy when you run away, and obviously it's a bonus when it's the first goal of this magnificent stadium. So I'm really happy.
So 1-0, but that wasn't all. Enter Deli Adebola. Is this really the same player who was struggling for form nearly a year ago? First one, then another. 3-0 by half-time, and that's how it stayed. So what a day.
Oh, it's absolutely brilliant. Absolutely brilliant.
Really enjoyed the game, didn't you? Fantastic. Fantastic.
Yeah, it's good to win that first game in the new ground.
Superb facilities, great all round. It's nice to see him in a good ground.
This morning, workers were back on site finishing off the stadium, and those in charge were pleased with the way things went.
To actually see people sitting in seats and the team running out, it really is quite an emotional time. And the 3-0 win, well, there couldn't have been a better start, there really couldn't have been.
A marvellous day then for the Sky Blues, with the start of a new era in the club's history going better than expected. Kevin Reid, BBC Midlands Today, Coventry.
Coventry City's return to Football League action was marred by a small pitch invasion by fans angry at the Sky Blues' financial situation. Coventry were deducted 10 points by the Football League on Friday, and part of the club faces liquidation.
Well, today, Coventry's manager, Stephen Pressley, said he was determined to lead his team through this difficult period.
Some of them are trying to get on the pitch, they are on the pitch, and their anger and frustration.
But with the Sky Blues' endless troubles off the pitch and a lacklustre first half, it was perhaps unsurprising when some fans vented their anger with a mini pitch invasion.
We don't condone that type of behaviour here, but we understand the frustration that many of the supporters have had to endure for the past 4 to 5 months, and I just think that spilled over on the day. But you know, the vast majority of supporters behaved brilliantly on the day, and we're very much behind the team. I've gone on record as saying that only together will we get through this period.
Fans are now turning their attention to the Sky Blues' first home game of the season, which is highly unlikely to be played here at the Ricoh Arena. Instead, it will be 34 miles away in Northampton.
They'll play host to Bristol City on Sunday, but the Ricoh won't be without a match. The Ex-Players Association had long scheduled a Legends game against England 11, and that will kick off an hour before the game at Northampton.
Thousands of Coventry City supporters have marched through the city centre today in protest over the future of their club. Fans are angry after the Football League approved plans for the club to play their home games in Northampton, 35 miles away. Led by 2 Lady Godivas, Sky Blue fans were in full voice as they made their way through the streets of Coventry this lunchtime, and their frustration at the latest chapter in their club's history was plain to see.
This is where we belong!
Several thousand supporters set off from Gosford Green, where Singers FC, the club that became Coventry City FC, played their first match 130 years ago. But this was no march of celebration, rather anger at the Football League's decision to allow a 3-year ground share with Northampton Town, 35 miles away.
Lifelong supporter, should never move out of Coventry.
Charlie!
And as you can see, the amount of people here now, it tells you we want to stay in Coventry.
Keep Coventry in Coventry, it's as simple as that. Why play outside the city?
I'd never thought that we'd be actually moved out of Coventry City. It's in the name, Coventry City Football Club. It's very simple. It needs to stay in Coventry.
The city's 2 MPs have held a meeting with the Sports Minister to raise their concerns about the club's move away from the Ricoh Stadium. It's thought today's march was the largest gathering of Coventry City fans in the city centre since the Sky Blues' 1987 FA Cup celebrations. But no unbridled joy today, just a vow to fight on until the club they love stays in Coventry.
They want to move our football club to Northampton. The Football League are complicit in this move. They're just sitting by, approving the move. We're hoping this is the last chance to get a message to them to change that decision and keep Coventry in Coventry.
So I'm here at the Jimmy Hill statue where thousands of supporters have come out in force today. But this is nothing new. This is a long-running saga with fans worried about the future of their club. Now the Sky Blues are just tenants at the stadium, and that agreement runs out next season. Well, with me this afternoon are campaigners. Steve, is all this really going to hit home?
Well, we're not sure whether it's going to hit home or not, but what we're going to do is we're not going to stand back and do nothing at all. You know, you talk about that we're only tenants here. We had Sisu. Sisu is supposed to be looking after us and looking after our club, but they're not doing so. And we need people that can look after the club. We're not just going to walk away, because these people are the people that matter. These people are the people that have got a future. There's old fellas here, there's young fellas here, but together we're going to work out, and we're going to get them people to leave our club.
The club has been in steady decline. It's been debated in Parliament. What do you want Sisu to do?
I want Sisu to go. I want Sisu to leave or put the club up for sale. They could walk away with their hands high and just give us the club, because they're never going to make any money out of it now. Don't own a stadium, we have no academy coming up, we're going to sell the training ground. You know, we've got nothing left. All we've got is them players out there, them young kids. And without an academy, we don't even have a future to sell. So what are we going to do? We're going to fight. Some of us will lie down on this floor and wait to be dragged away, because I'm one of them that will do it.
Well, thousands of people have signed a petition calling for the owners to sell up, and the sports minister, they've actually said there needs to be a mediator, and Greg Clark, the chairman of the Football Association, has called this a torrid time.
Is returning home. They'll play their first match back at the Ricoh Arena 2 weeks tomorrow. The Sky Blues have been using Northampton's ground for the past year after a row over rent. Coventry City was founded in 1883, but only moved to the Ricoh Arena in 2005 when the club agreed to pay around £1.2 million a year in rent. Our sports editor Nick Clitheroe is outside the stadium tonight. So Nick, this has been a long, drawn-out process, but was it a surprise deal that it has finally been reached?
Well, I think, Mary, more than a surprise, it's a relief for all concerned. You know, this has gone on so long and taken up so much energy and emotion, particularly for Coventry City's passionate supporters. For the past 12 months, these Coventry City fans have been forced to give up their Saturday afternoon ritual. Furious with the team being uprooted to Northampton, they preferred to protest on the hill outside rather than pass through the turnstiles. But on the 5th of September, they'll finally get the chance to watch the Sky Blues play in Coventry again.
felt the earth beneath my feet, sat by the river and it made me complete. Oh, simple thing, where have you gone? I'm getting old and I need something to gonna let me in? I'm getting tired and I need somewhere to begin. I came across a fallen tree. I felt the branches, are they looking at me? Is this the place we used to love? Is this the place that I've been dreaming of? Oh, simple thing, where have you gone? I'm getting old and I need something to rely on. So tell me when you're gonna let me in. I'm getting tired and I need somewhere to begin. And if you have a minute, why don't we go talk about it somewhere only we know? This could be the end of everything. So why don't we go somewhere only we know? Somewhere only we know. A simple thing, where have you gone? I'm getting old and I need something to rely on. So tell me when you're gonna let me in. I'm getting tired and I need somewhere to begin. And if you have a minute, why don't we go talk about it somewhere only we know? This can be the end of everything. So why don't we go? So why don't we go? This could be the end of everything. So why don't we go somewhere only we know? Somewhere only we know. Somewhere only we know. I walked across an empty land. I knew the pathway like the back of my hand. I felt the earth beneath my feet. Sat by the river and it made me complete. Oh, simple thing, where have you gone? I'm getting old and I need something to rely on. So tell me when you're gonna let me in. I'm getting tired and I need somewhere to begin. I came across a fallen tree. I felt the branches, are they looking at me? Is this the place we used to love? Is this the place that I've been dreaming of? Oh, simple thing, where have you gone? I'm
the same way as I did. I'm missing out the cracks in the pavement and tutting my heel and strutting my feet. Is there anything I can do for you, dear? Is there anyone I could call? No, and thank you, please, madame. I ain't lost, just wondering. Round my hometown, memories of phrase. Round my homtown, ooh, the people I've made. How the wonders of my world, how the wonders of my world, how the wonders of this world, how the wonders of now.
feeling like this from time to time to make the good times feel better. But again, we have to acknowledge that It's been a magnificent effort from everybody.
Number 12 is Coventry City.
61.
And they will play number 61, which is Oxford United, having a very good campaign at the moment. They're third in League One.
And Palmer turns on the ball and races towards us, goes for a shot. Oh, what a goal! Sims for Coventry City, pulls it back. Sheaf, it's 2-1.
Number 27.
Travelling to Sheffield is number 27, Coventry City, 8th in the Championship, winners in 1987.
Sky Blues are top, he's going to go for a shot. Oh, what a shot! Oh, what a start to his Coventry City career for Victor Torp. And the shot is fired in and goes in. And Sheffield Wednesday have their equaliser. Sheffield Wednesday 1, Coventry City 1.
Thank you.
And coming away with it is O'Hare. Good ball to Palmer on the edge of the area, trying to find room for the shot, which he does. And Coventry City take the lead in the 3rd minute. Facing O'Hare, he shoots and scores. Callum O'Hare again.
Hey, number 1, I don't lose anymore.
Playing number 9, Maidstone United.
Squeezes it through to Sims, who scores his 2nd. Forward, finds Godden. Godden through to Tavares. This could be his moment. It is. And Coventry City have the job done.
First one out is number 6.
Number 6, that is Wolves.
Floats the ball into the penalty area, they're queuing up! Oh, it's gone in! It's gone in, I think Sims is claiming it! Latamorio went for it! Gomez plays it across the area, it must be a goal, it is! He slides it into the penalty area, and Wolves have scored ahead. Waldo is back with the Sky Blues, and it's Hadji Wright on the left wing. Right with a chipped cross, headed towards goal, and Sims equalises for Coventry City, and it's the Sky Blues bench trying to celebrate. Mark Roberts punches the air. Wolverhampton Wanderers 2, Coventry City 2. Finds Callum O'Hare on the left. He gets the ball into the area. Sims for right. Oh no, that's unbelievable. You better believe it. Oh, Coventry City are heading to Wembley. Coventry have won it. In the 100th minute! Whoa! Super! 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 Goal! Get back! Brugo! 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 Brugo to Coventry! Goal! FA Cup semi-finals for the first time since Oggie's team of 87 got there. For the 2nd time in the club's history, they have beaten Premier League Wolves in a game that looked like it had been taken off them. They have turned it around again and got a thoroughly deserved and famous victory.
Number 1 is Coventry City.
Number 2.
They will play Manchester United.
In the city when the air is so thick and opaque, I love her to see everybody in short skirts, shorts and shades. I like it in the city when two worlds collide. You get the people and the government, everybody taking different sides. Shows that we ain't gonna stand shit. Shows that we are united. Shows that we ain't gonna take it. Shows that we ain't gonna stand shit. Shows that we are united. Round my hometown, memories are fresh. Round my hometown, ooh, the people I met, yeah.
out of stone. Autumn flowers, walls and windows set, tables and chairs worn by our elders. This is a place that I don't feel alone. This is a place that I call my home. And I built a home for you, for me, until disappear from me. I'm in the garden where we planted seed. There is a tree as old as me.
The start of a new championship season, and one in which Coventry City step into with real hope that this might just be the year in which they finally bring their wait to return to the Premier League to an end.
Pivotal moment in the history of Coventry. Now, they've announced they've completed the purchase of the Coventry Building Society Arena, which means for the first time since the ground was built in 2005, Coventry now owns its home.
Time in smoky rooms where high-cold old women with cheap perfume say it never happens for people like us, you know. Nothing ever happened on its own. And while the toilet smells of desperation, the streets soul echo of aggravation, and you wonder why you can't get no sleep when you've got nothing to do and you've had nothing to eat. Your life's slipping and sliding right out of view, and there's absolutely nothing that you can do. Well, we'll live and die in these towns. Don't let it drag you down, don't let it drag you down now. We'll live and die in these towns. Don't let it drag you down, don't let it drag you down now. Dirty dishes from a TV meal that went cold from the wind through a smashed up window. You can't go out if anybody calls you, cause you can't have a bath when there's no hot water, and your friends are out on the town again, and you ask yourself if it'll ever end. And it's all too much for your head to take, just a matter of time before you break. Well, we'll live and die in these towns. Don't let it drag you down, don't let it drag you down now. We'll live and die in these towns. Don't let it drag you down, don't let it drag you down now. Oh no. Don't let it drag you down. Don't let it drag you down now.